The biggest thing when it comes to off-road racing is your shock package, and it's an art form that has in recent years been lost, I find, especially at a local track level, because there was a big push for indoor tracks and high grip tracks. Generally your shock package wasn't as critical. You'd do your 1.6 hole piston in the front, 1.6 in the rear, or 1.7 in the rear, and set and forget. But now when we're pushing back towards your more traditional outdoor off-road track, shocks are something that aren't set and forget anymore, because you're starting on a wet, damp track, then you're going to a grooved track, and then it goes to a grooved, bumpy track. And of course, as that track evolves, your shock package needs to evolve as well. What I like to do with my shocks is I'm using the Kashima factory team shock bodies. I'm using the V2 chrome shafts, not the tinitrid shafts. The factory team machined shock pistons. I'm using a 1.7 rear, where those are just brand new, just released, and a 3-hole 1.4 piston in the front. And then also brand new from Team Associated, the machined shock cartridge bushings. Now all of these are option parts. They are additional to what comes in the kit. My reasoning for these, and I like to use them, is because they offer a really super smooth shock action. The Kashima bodies are really strong. They got that little bit of bling factor. The chrome shafts have a little bit less friction. I polish them up before I use them, and I'll show you how to with some chrome polish. The machine pistons and the machine bushings are the most important thing that I've found out of these options. If you were to only get a couple of them, I would suggest these two, because they offer precision fitment, and at the end of the day you get less friction from the pistons because they're fitted perfectly to the body, and also the cartridge bushings, because they are machined, they're not molded, they are machined micron perfect to go in that cartridge, and they allow for a longer shock life. And literally I can get twice as long out of a shock before I need to refresh the oil with those in there. And to me, the little extra cost well pays off to the benefit, and it gives you a smoother shock action, so you can actually tell the difference on the track. What I'll do is I'll show you how to put all these together, and more importantly, I'll show you how to polish those shafts if you need to, and I'll also post the shock setup with the droops and rebound and etc.